Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alison Ifnaya, and if today is your first time coming across this channel, please do well to subscribe, like and comment, because I'll be so happy to read your comments at the end of the day. As you can see, today we are in the kitchen. Mama is about to cook up something, and on today's menu we have this okpa enugu. Yeah, so I got this from a lady that sells things in our office. Like I mentioned, I'm a civil servant, and you know, as a civil servant in Nigeria, people randomly walk into the office selling stuff. So I got this from her because as an enugu babe, I'm an enugu babe by association. As an enugu brought up, this is our go-to. Like, if you don't have okpa and chilled coke at least once a week or even twice a week, I don't know. And if you say you don't like okpa, meanwhile you grew up in Enugu, something is wrong with you. So okpa is basically bambara nuts that was blended and turned into a powdered form, and this dish belongs solely to Ndi Enugu. I mean, if you're not from Enugu and you're claiming this dish as yours, you are wrong. This is okpa, and if you are not making it the Enugu style, you are wrong. So I'll basically be putting us through the ingredients that we need for today's dish. We'll be needing some salt. We'll also be needing some roughly blended peppers. We'll need some red oil and some warm water. That's basically all you need for this dish. Some people add uziza seed, but over the years I've tasted the ones with uziza seed, and I've also tasted the ones without uziza seed, and trust me, both of them are nice. So, but today, for the purpose of this video, we'll be doing the one without uziza seed. Yes, so maybe in the future we will do the one with uziza seed, but for just today, for the purpose of this video, we are going to be doing the one without uziza seed. Yeah, so let's start cooking. So I'll go over and start to wash my hands for this recipe. So my hands have been washed, and I've also opened the seal for the nylon for the okpa. So I'll be pouring in the amount I need in a bowl. I'm basically making for a few persons. I wouldn't use all of it. I'm just going to like pour a few and keep the remaining. I'll seal it and put it in a container so that it will not be infested with any kind of stuff. I don't know if the thing usually has wave or anything, but I'll be sealing it for later. So guys, at this point I'm using my fingers to separate the powder in the bowl before gradually adding in my palm oil like I'm doing. So I'll be adding in the palm oils gently to be able to get a particular color that I'm looking for and consistency. Now you can add as much as you want depending on your preference to oil, but I'm going to add it to get the color I'm looking for and the consistency. As you can see, I added a little bit more before using my fingers as well to incorporate the oil in the okpa flour. I'm doing this, and I'm also trying to use my fingers to remove the lumps in it. So it is advised that is at this point that you add the oil that you'll be needing for making this okpa before gradually adding in your warm water. Once you start adding in your warm water, you wouldn't want to add any extra oil, because when you do that, your oil and the okpa is going to separate and it will be as if they are fighting. So at this point, this is the only time you can add any other oil that you want. So now I'm gradually adding in my warm water. I'm doing this, and I'm also using my fingers to break down any lump that is remaining. You guys, I don't know how to ever emphasize, but the lumps need to go, because if there are lumps there, number one is not even attractive at all. And then when you cut your okpa, you are going to be seeing some white patches, which means that there are lumps in there. So I'm using my power and my might to use my fingers and crush those lumps, guys. crush it. You don't need it, you wouldn't be needing it at all. So crush it, and I'll also be adding in more water gently until I get to the consistency I need. So now you're going to be looking at something that is not too runny and something that is not too thick. If it's too thick, your okpa is going to come out very strong and hard. If it's too runny, it's going to come out like sand. Like if you're cutting it, it should just be breaking into pieces. So you want to maintain a consistency that is good, not too runny, not too thick. So I'm going to show you guys how my own came out. So here you have it, guys, a consistency that is not too runny, not too thick. So I'm just using my fingers to check for more lumps, because this thing come in tiny bits that you might not even know. So now I'm going to start adding my other ingredients. I'm adding in my salt, and I'm also going to use my fingers to break down the salt in the batter while I add in my peppers. So now I'm adding in the peppers, and I'm using my fingers as well to break down the salt in the batter. Guys, trust me, at this point the pepper is not even going to hurt your hands, because I don't know the chemistry that all you just naturally neutralizes everything. So don't worry, your hands are not going to hurt you. So I'm testing it to see if I should add in more salt, and yeah, I'm adding in extra salt, just a little bit, to make it get to the taste that I want. I'm also still using my fingers to crush the salt, the remnants of salt in the batter. Now I'm testing it again, and voila, yes, I've gotten what I wanted. So yeah, I'm going to do this and add in all the other peppers, because man, this okpa needs to be spicy. At this point, I'm going to start boiling water that I'll use and cook the okpa. I usually like my water to be boiling hot. Then afterwards, immediately I'm done with tying the okpa in the nylon packs, I'll just toss it into the water. So that's what I did here. I'll start tying the okpa into the nylon packs. Here is the consistency that I have. I'm doing this because I don't want my okpa to be hard. Who wants hard okpa? I beg you, we are in for a soft life. So I'm tying it, I'm pouring it into the nylon packs. I'm using a scooping spoon. That way I can be able to measure it. I wouldn't want in a situation whereby I have some big and some small. So I'm using this size. I usually like tying them in little bits because I want them to cook faster and cook thoroughly. So I'll be using another nylon to double it, because I don't want my okpa to spill in the pot. Sometimes all this nylon that they sell here, they're strong, so that's why I'm double tying it, because I don't want storage that touches the heart. This okpa is too precious to me for me to spill it in any form. So I'll be doing this and doing this for the rest of the okpa batter until I'm done. So I'm going to show you guys when I'm done with it. So guys, here I'm going to start putting it in the pot. So at this point, this okpa, because they have been in the bowl for a little bit time, some part of it has congealed. So what you're going to do, you're going to give it a big shake so that everything will wake up. Like shake it a minute, shake it with your power and wake it up before tossing it into the boiling water. If you don't do this, trust me, one part of your okpa is going to come out really, really hard and you will not like it. So it's advised that you shake it well. Let everything incorporate before putting it into your boiling water. So I'm going to do this for the whole okpa and then allow it to cook. So now that my okpa is cooking, I'm going to allow it to cook for 45 minutes, and afterwards, in the absence of cook, I'm going to make pap because it's breakfast. I'm going to make pap that we're going to use and take the okpa. So see you in the next 45 minutes. Guys, welcome back. It's been 45 minutes that the okpa has been cooking. More than 45 minutes actually. So while I'm waiting for it to get done, I'm going to quickly do the pap. So usually some people call upon their ancestors whenever they want to do pap, but it's, I don't know, like easy peasy. So I'm going to start pouring water. I've made it into a paste. I'm going to start pouring water for it to thicken. So yeah, gotten the consistency that I want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a plate and then cover it for it to steam. So before I'll bring it out again, it has thickened. So now I'm going to check on the okpa. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to use a knife to poke through the okpa. If it comes out clean, then it's done. So here it is. So yeah, the knife is clean, so you know the okpa is done. And I'm going to strain the water in it, and then serve it with the pap, and do some digging in. So that's it, guys. I'm done making the okpa. As you can see, I'm about to take my okpa and my pap. So I'm going to go ahead and taste it. I know it's nice. I'm just doing this for the purpose of this video. The pepper, the salt, everything is like, everything is giving what it should give. So I'm going to go back and download this, like make I chop before hunger will buy person here. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Please do try out this recipe and let me know what you think about it. Just try it out, put it in the comment section, let me know what you guys think about it. And yeah, see you next time in our next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye.